Hello everyone, this is Sweta here, and in this video I will be solving the question number 7 to 12 of exercise 3.3 of grade 8 textbook. Okay, so let's begin the class. So in question number 7, the adjacent figure hope is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures x, y and z. State the properties you use to find them. So you know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel. So if I take EH and PO as my parallel side, and if I take PH is my transversal, then what will happen? Then you can see here the Y and this 40 degree. Okay, if you see this Y and 40 degree, they will form a alternate interior angle because I am taking EH and PO as my parallel lines. So in that case, the value of Y will be equal to 40 degree, and the reason will be alternate interior angles are equal, right? So I got my value of Y is 40 degree. Clear? Now next I am going to find the value for Z. Okay. So again if I see EH and PO as my parallel line and HO as my transversal. Okay, what I am telling, I am just going to extend it if my these two lines are parallel and this is my transversal, then what will happen? This 40 degree plus Z and 70 degree, they will form the corresponding angle, and we know that when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, the corresponding angles will be equal. So 40 plus Z will become equal to 70 degree. The reason is corresponding angles are equal. Now then the value of Z will be equal to 70 degree minus 40 degree, and the value we will get as 30 degree. Clear? So I got the value of Y as 40. I got the value as my Z as 30 degree. Now I have to find the value for X. So what I can do, I can find this angle HOP, because HOP and this 70 degree both are forming a linear pair. Yes or no? If you see here clearly, this both the angles are forming a linear pair. So why I am doing that? Because once I will able to find this angle, then I know that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So whatever will be the value for this angle, X will also have the same measure, right? So angle HOP plus 70 degree will be 180 degree, and from here I can get my HOP will be equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree, which will give me 110 degree. Okay, so now the value of X will become equal to 110 degree. Why? Because the reason is opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. Clear? Now moving to the next question. In this figure, guns and runs are parallelogram. Actually, this question has two parts. This is the first part where guns is a parallelogram. You have to find the measure of X and Y. So you know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, right? So from here I can say that SG will become equal to NU. Reason is opposite sides are equal, right? So from here I can write 3x will be equal to 18. My 3x will be equal to 18, and the value of x I will get as 18 by 3, which will give me 6 centimeter. Okay, and the question it says length are in centimeter. So I got the value of x. Now similarly, I can take the another pair of the side. Now SN will also be equal to GU because they are also opposite side. So they will be also equal. So from here I can write 3y minus 1 will be equal to 26. And if I will solve it, I will get 3y equal to 26 plus 1. So 3y is equal to 27, and the value of y will be 27 by 3, which will give me 9 centimeter. So the value of x is 6 and the value of y is 9 centimeter. Now I will be moving to the second part of the same question. Now here runs is a parallelogram, and here also you have to find the value of x and y. So Here the measure for diagonals are given, right? So we know that in a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Clear? Diagonal bisect each other means they are getting divided in two equal parts. So from here I can say that this y plus 7 will become equal to 20, right? Because the diagonal bisect each other. So the y plus 7 value will become equal to 20. So now here we will find the value of y. So y will be 20 minus 7, which will give me 13 centimeter. Clear? So now similarly, if I take the other diagonal, so x plus y will become equal to 16. And from here I will get the value of x, because x plus, now y value I already got here as 13. So I'm going to substitute it. So the value of x will be 16 minus 13, and which will give me 3 centimeter. Okay, so the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 13 centimeter. Now question number 9. So in the above figure, both risk and clue are parallelogram. See, this figure is made up of two parallelogram. One is risk. So R-I-S-K. This is one parallelogram. Second is clue. C-L-U-E. Clue. And what we have to find? We have to find the value of x over here. So now first I am going to take the parallelogram clue. C-L-U-E. And in this parallelogram, if you see, the angle measure for L is given. Now it is 70 degree. So if this is 70 degree, the opposite of angle L is angle E. So I can say that this angle is also 70 degree. Angle CEU will become equal to 70 degree. The reason is opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram, right? So I got the measure of angle CEO. Now next I will take the another parallelogram, which is risk. And in risk, I am going to find the value of angle S here. Now why I am finding this angle? Because I have to find this X. So what I am trying to do, I am going to take this as a triangle, okay? And I am going to find this angle and this angle. Once I got to know these two values, I can use angle sum property for this triangle EOS, and I can get the value of X. So I already got that CEU, this angle is 70 degree. Now I'm going to find this angle. So for that I have taken the another parallelogram, risk. And in this parallelogram I can say that angle RKS plus angle KSI, their sum will become equal to 180. Why? Because they are adjacent angle. And we know that in an adjacent angle, they are supplementary, right? So from here I can write 120 degree plus angle KSI is equal to 180 degree. So the measure for angle KSI will be equal to 180 degree minus 120, which will give me 60 degree. Okay, now I will take triangle EOS. Now in this triangle EOS, if you see, I have to find the measure of X. So I am going to use the angle sum property of the triangle over here. So I can write X plus 70 degree plus 60 degree will be equal to 180 degree. And the reason is angle sum property of a triangle. So X plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree. And the value for X will be now 180 minus 130 degree, and 180 minus 30 will give me 50 degree. So the measure of X is 50 degree. Okay. Now moving to question. So in question number 10, it is given that explain how this figure is a trapezium and which of its two sides are parallel. So first of all, what is a trapezium? So a trapezium means a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. And we know that if we have to prove two lines are parallel, there are three conditions. If either we can show alternate interior angles are equal, or corresponding angles are equal, or interior angle on the same side or transversal are supplementary. If any one of these criteria will satisfy, then we can say that The lines are parallel. So now from the given figure, I can see here if I find out the sum of angle M and angle L, right? So what I will get? Their sum is 180 degree. And both the angles are the interior angle on the same side of the transversal, right? So I can say that from here that NM is parallel to KL and this ML is the transversal. And as here one pair of opposite sides are parallel, so we can say that it is a trapezium. Clear? Now we'll move to question number 11. Now this is the figure given here and you have to find the measure of angle C and the condition given is AB is parallel to DC. Okay. So if AB is parallel to DC and if I take BC is my transversal, then what will happen? Interior angle on the same side of the transversal will be supplementary. So I can write from here that angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree. And angle B is already given as 120 degree. So 120 degree plus angle C is 180 and angle C will be equal to 180 degree minus 120. So I'll get my answer as 60 degree. So the measure of angle C is 60 degree. Clear? So now we will be moving to the last question of this. So in question number 12, find the measure of angle P and angle S. So angle P is here, angle S is here. If SP is parallel to RQ. Okay. Only one condition is given. SP is parallel to RQ and you have to find the measure of angle P as well as angle S. So if I take SP is parallel to RQ and PQ as my transversal, then what will happen? The interior angle on the same side of the transversal will be supplementary, right? So from here I can write angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. You have to find the measure of angle P and angle Q is already given as 130 degree, right? So angle P will be equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree, which will give me 50 degree. Clear? Now, so angle P value I have got it. Now my next aim is to find the value of angle S. So again I will use the same condition. SP is parallel to RQ, but this time I will take SR as my transversal. Okay, what I will do, if I'll extend this line and you can see here this SP and RQ is parallel and this is the transversal. So what will happen? This angle and this angle, they are again interior angle on the same side of the transversal, right? So their sum will be supplementary. So from here I can write angle S plus angle R is equal to 180 degree and the measure of angle R is 90 degree because that right angle symbol is given there. So it is 90 degree. So from here I can find out angle S will be 180 minus 90 degree, which will give me 90 degree. Okay. So measure of angle P is 50 degree and measure of angle S is 90 degree. Now by this question, exercise 3.3 is completed. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Please like, share and give any comment in my channel such that I can improve myself. And if you have any doubt in any of the question, you can put it up in the comment box. Okay, thank you.